Mom doesn't know you're a stoner? It might be time to have the talk. Here's how to tell your family that you smoke weed. You are watching Marijuana Morning News, and I am Brooke Burgstahler. It took me many years to come out of the cannabis closet and tell my parents once and for all that I like weed. At first it was uncomfortable, but now I smoke bowls with my parents whenever I'm home. If you're looking for some guidance telling your family or loved ones that you are cannabis friendly, but you don't know where to start, don't worry, we got you. Before you have the big convo, one day, casually gauge your family members' feelings about cannabis with small talk. Bring up the fact that some form of cannabis legalization exists in 35 states, plus DC, and suss out how they react. If they seem fairly open-minded, it's smooth sailing ahead. If there's some resistance or disdain, let's build our case. Think about why you use cannabis. Is it for anxiety, pain, an alternative to alcohol, for fun? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, but it will be helpful for you to have a clear idea of why you actually do love cannabis so you can speak to your own reasons clearly and confidently when asked. Now here's a real pro tip. Don't make a huge deal over this conversation, especially if cannabis is legal in your state. Wait for a moment when everyone seems to be in good spirits and then make your move. Let your family member know you smoke cannabis and tell them why it's important to you. Rip the Band-Aid off, but don't be dramatic. We're talking about weed, remember. If you're an adult human consuming legal cannabis, it doesn't really matter what your family has to say. But if you get pushback, here are some points.
Not only is cannabis medicinally legal in 35 states, it's legal recreationally in 15, and the support of cannabis legalization is a nonpartisan issue at this point. CBD is federally legal and comes from the same plant as the cannabis you smoke. It just contains different percentages of THC. So the completely legal CBD body lotion available at CVS is not so far off from the joint in your pocket. Cannabis is being researched all over the world for its medicinal benefits for seizures, cancer, anxiety, depression, PTSD, sleep, sex, and the list goes on and on. Note the lack of side effects or health issues that could come from cannabis. There have been no cannabis deaths recorded, and it is extremely rare to become addicted to weed. Play the alcohol card. Remind them that alcohol is far more dangerous than weed. Nearly 15 million people in the US alone suffer from alcohol addiction. Point to celebrities involved in the cannabis industry now, like Martha Stewart, Jay-Z, Carla Santana, Kristen Bell, and Gwyneth Paltrow.
And finally, let them ask questions and answer honestly. Soothe any worries your parents might have by pointing out the fact that you've made it this far in life with cannabis and you have no plans for cannabis to derail any of your ambitions. You're just telling them about your relationship with weed because you want to be transparent and real with your family and have nothing to hide. And that is so cool. But if they're still up in arms over you enjoying cannabis, then cut them out of your life. Just kidding, send your family some links so that they can educate themselves. Normal.org is a great place to start. They have tons of resources for higher learning. And at the end of the day, it's your life. And it's very sweet that you want to share what is important to you with the people who are important to you. We wish you the best of luck on your journey, having this conversation, and if you've got any stories about coming out of the cannabis closet that you want to share or any other talking points, please do so below. I can't wait to read them. And thanks for watching Marijuana Morning News. I'm Brooke Burgstahler, and I want weed legalized so that we do not have to have these awkward conversations with our families. But alas, until then, I love you, and I shall see you soon.